There is a way to embrace the Agile concepts, but continue to provide the discipline that's needed within a minimum viable product, build, and unit test. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of CiQ InSights. My name is Kelly Noto, and I am a senior advisor with CiQ. Our topic today is talking about how to embed Agile concepts into a large system development project or program. As we think about a large system development program, there is a traditional methodology called the waterfall, in which you do a lot of business design. You can call it blueprinting, you can call it functional design, business process design, etc. It is where you're defining what your end state vision is going to be, and that process needs to be all encompassing. You don't necessarily need to get down to the nitty-gritty details of each technical requirement, but you certainly need to understand the full business process. There's then traditionally been a very large build and unit test effort that gets you to that first scope of work that's going to be deployed. That first scope of work is often called the minimum viable product. It is the thing that someone needs in order to deploy the big picture to production. And you then move to a business-led end-to-end testing phase or user acceptance testing, where the business is working through all of these items. There is a way to embrace the Agile concepts, but continue to provide the discipline that's needed within a minimum viable product, build, and unit test. We at ClearIQ still believe the front-end blueprinting is required, or functional design, so you know what you're building toward in its entirety. And we believe the end state end-to-end testing is required. What's inside that minimum viable product for the first release, or the second release, or the third release can be built by the IT team in sprints, gaining some of the benefit of Agile, where you're working on specific things, you're getting better feedback, you're having more time to maybe do some cycles of testing. But when you embrace that Agile methodology for the different sprints, you need to make sure that you're providing discipline around what's in those sprints. Using Agile is not an excuse to simply do no documentation and pick and choose what you want to work on. Using Agile is a way of organizing and structuring and disciplining the project is a great tool. At ClearIQ, we'll often tell you, make sure in those early sprints, you build the security model that you're going to use, and you build in all of your master data. We've been involved in many projects where both of those things would get retrofitted at the end in the last sprint. And usually that didn't bode well because, oh, we forgot about this. Oh, we forgot about that. The data volumes from the master data are now causing problems. The data values from the master data are now causing problems. And you realize maybe there's more business cleanup that has to happen on the master data. There's more IT work because of performance issues, right? So if you build that stuff up early in the front end, you're always testing with the security model you're going to deploy. Actually, the security model you're going to bring into your end-to-end testing and ultimately deploy, and you're testing with the volume of master data, at least, that is representative of what you will wind up with. The last thing we'll tell you about how we use Agile if we're asked to run a project is that we will name the sprints. We will enable the program management office and the steering committee to do what they do best, which is focus on the outcome and the deliverables and not the activities, right? Nobody wants to know how the sausage is made. They just want to know that you're going to have pork roll or boudin or andouille or Italian sweet sausage or Italian hot sausage. They just want to know what kind of sausage they're going to eat. They don't want to know what's in it. They don't need to know the ingredients. So one of the ways that we use sprints and project discipline is to name those sprints so that the PMO and the steering committee can know, all right, I've got my master data and my security. It's done and dusted. Okay, I have quoting and ordering and they're ready to go. Okay, I have my service and warranty components on the back end of a project, right? Whatever those sprints may be and however you break them up logically from a business delivery perspective, make sure you can give them a name, give them an organizing principle, because then that helps bring that discipline to what everybody's trying to do. I certainly hope this has been useful about how to think around embedding agile concepts into a large software implementation. We look forward to talking to you again on other topics in our ClearIQ Insights.